Hey guys, what's up? StereoDragonGravity here with another video for all you Ninja Master card fighters out there. And it is the Nubatama Legion. A very amazing, fun deck to play. And a lot of variations out there, but this is my version of the build. And I like it a lot, so let's get to it. So let's go ahead and get into the grid lineup for this deck. For starters, I run Stealth Beast Kuroko as my starting Vanguard. Her skill is Soul Blast 1. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle that this unit boosted, a Nubatama, I believe. If you have a just boosted. And if you have a Nubatama Vanguard, you can pay the cost, just Soul Blast 1, and retire 2 units in the bind zone, which is amazing for this deck. And that's the starter. Grade 3 lineup. I run 4 of the Nubatama Break Ride, Shura Stealth Dragon Daranicongo. His skill, if you don't know, is Limit Break 4. When a Nubatama rides this unit, it gains plus 10k, and your opponent chooses 1 card from his or her hand, binds it face down until end of turn, as well as chooses 1 card from their hand and discards it. So it's a very amazing card, good for going and getting rid of 2 cards out of your opponent's hand instantly. And I love the artwork, so why wouldn't I run? Next we run 4 of our Legion, Shura, Stealth Dragon, Daranicongo. A very amazing card. Hate that Bushiroad changed the name. Bushiroad, stop changing names on me. You're gonna make me go crazy or something. But his skill, if you don't know, is Legion. With the grade 2. Cannon Boss 1, choose a card on your same as your Vanguard, on your Vanguard, and discard it. If this unit is in Legion and the number of cards in your opponent's hand is 4 or more, choose 2 cards at random from your opponent's hand, bind them face down, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and bind it face up. And at the end of the turn, your opponent puts all cards bound by this effect into his or her hand. So, very amazing card. Able to go ahead and get another 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, as well as get rid of an interceptor for our turn. Very, very amazing card. And then he has another ability. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's on Vanguard Circle, if you have another unit in the middle column, this unit gains 3k. So if this is in Legion, it attacks for 23, or if you have a booster, it gains plus 3. Very amazing skill, help it hit cross-ride numbers, or magic numbers, if you will. So, going on. Grade 2s, I run Bear, Stealth Beast Tamahagane, if I'm pronouncing that right. His skill is when this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard, you can bind 1 of your opponent's rear guards. So, for me, I just like him to get rid of your opponent's starter or threaten to kill your opponent's starter with Kuroko. So, like, ride, bind, attack, either guard it and hope I don't get a trigger, or it's gonna die. So, that's why I like Bear. I don't know, this card could be changed, up to the player really, but it's just a nice card to have. Next, I run 4 Stealth Dragon Koku Aoi, I don't know, all these weird names. His skill is on rear guard during your turn. Every time you bind a card, one of your opponent's cards, he gains 2k, which is an amazing effect because you do bind with combos. I like to do with this deck, you do bind a lot, and he becomes a very powerful threatening column for your opponent to deal with, which is very, very amazing. So, and then of course I run 4 of our Legion mate for our ace of the deck, Daranicongo. Shura Stealth Dragon Daranicongo. Now he has an amazing building ability as well. It's on rearguard when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If your Vanguard is in Legion, this unit gains, until end of that battle, this unit gains 2k and the following ability. Auto rearguard. So +1 when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, retire 2 units in your opponent's bind zone. So basically it's a grade 2 version of Kuroko, which is amazing. The only sad part about it is that your Vanguard has to be in Legion. So if your Vanguard's not in Legion, it doesn't work at all. So, but still a very amazing card. Moving on, grade 1s. I run 4 Perfect Guards, of course, because Perfect Guards are Perfect Guards. I run 4 Dreadmaster. He's from set 1, the original set 1. If you don't know what he does, it's auto rearguard. When this boosts a successful attack that hits, it doesn't have to hit Vanguard. You can counter +1 if you have less cards than your opponent in hand, then you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and discards it. So it's a very amazing card to help control your opponent's advantage, especially if you're going for game, you want to get those cards out of their hand. Like if they have a bunch of perfect cards in the hand, if they don't gonna have fodder, you can make it so they don't have fodder for all their perfect cards. So awesome card. Next, I run 3 8k boosters. Basically because it's a good ride target, so I don't help me not be rushed early game, as well as if Kuroko gets retired or anything, I can use him to boost my Vanguard and hit 21 columns or 31 if I'm in Legion. So it's a very good backup booster, and that's basically why I run it. And then I run 2 Tempest Stealth Rogue Fuuki. Fuuki's skill is counter +1. Put this into Soul. If you have a number 2 Vanguard and the number of cards in your opponent's hand is 3 or more, you can bind one of your opponent's cards in hand in turn 10 at random. It is at random. Yeah, same with the Legion, it's at random. If I know this is a misprint. If your set, like this says 3 or less, if yours says 3 or less, it's a misprint. Up to my knowledge, it's a misprint. So, something to keep in mind. Moving on, grade 0s. Now I run more than usual grade 0s because I am running 2 Stealth Beast Hagakure. All these names, but still an amazing looking card. If you don't know my skill, it's counter +1 when this unit is placed on Guardian Circle. Same as the grade 1. If I have less cards in hand than my opponent, you may pay the cost. Your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and discards it. So you can guard early for Legion, overguard early for fodder for your Legion, and as well as make your opponent discard cards. So very awesome card. And then you reshuffle them back and then use them again. So very awesome card. Trigger lineup, I run 8 crits with, and then 4 stands. Stands, basically because stands get rid of hands, and that's the point of this deck, at least how I have it built and my strategy with the deck. Stands get rid of hands, and of course 4 heals. So now that you've seen my grade lineup, let's go ahead into a bit of my strategy for the deck. So I set up this scenario here just to show you guys a bit into my strategy with this deck. So in this scenario, this is our field. Both the players are at 4 damage, as you can see here, and my opponent has 10 cards in hand. So we're gonna make this disappear. So, and this is my hand. First, of course, Break Ride. Break Ride skill. My opponent chooses a card from their hand, discards it. I'm just doing this at random. And then chooses one and binds it. So, that's... now they have 8 cards. Next, I'll perform Legion. And get my grade 2 here. So, now I'm in Legion. One card was bounced at the post game, 2k. Now we're going to activate the Legion skill. My opponent has 4 cards or more in hand. Counter Blast 1. Persona Blast. And bind 2 cards at random. And 1 unit from their field, so maybe most likely an interceptor. And we'll do it again. Counter Blast 1. Persona. And again, bind 2 random cards. Now my opponent's at 4 cards in hand. Now I'll activate his skill. Since my opponent has 3 or more. Counter Blast 1. Move to Soul. Choose 1 at random. Bind it. And then I'll call another booster. So now I have no cards in the hand, and my opponent has 3 cards in hand. So now that my opponent's at 4 damage, and both of these got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 each. Both of these got plus 16 each. My opponent has 3 cards in hand. They're not most likely gonna let this hit. So we attack with this column because that is Dreadmaster. Say it hits, they take a damage. So they're at 5 now. Since I have more cards in hand less cards in hand than them, I can Counter Blast 1. And they have to choose and discard 1. And now attack with the Vanguard. Vanguard attacks 20 because it's in Legion, then plus another 10k because of the Break Ride, so that's 30, plus the 5, plus his own skill, 38. If it was the 8k booster, it'd be 41. At your Vanguard, and let's see what we have left. This is what my opponent has left in hand. They're not going to be able to stop that. Plus I have this column. So they say they're no guard, Twin Drive. I say we're good at this game. Crit plus 5 stand. So, very terrifying turn, and we're able to bind all these cards. So, mainly these. So, this can be a very devastating deck. So, that's it for this video though. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Appreciate any questions or comments you may have. Till next flick, thanks for watching. Peace out.